yesterday. Um, let's start off with this. First off, I want to say thoroughly enjoyed Lex. I know a lot of people are hating his whole like campy feel and everything, but I have to say I enjoyed it. I thought his dialogue was really funny. His lines were great. I especially loved his line where he's like, when she's like, Lois Lane is, she says, "You're psychotic," and he's like, "Oh, three-syllable word for someone, unintelligent," or whatever he says. But I thoroughly enjoyed Lex Luthor. Okay, I loved it. And then the banter with Superman and Batman was great. Batman's line where he's like, "Oh, maybe it's because we have bad history with freaks dressed as clowns." I was like, dang, homie is going in on Superman right now. Um, Next, I just want to talk about the Batsuit. I mean, this armored Batsuit, I cannot wait to see this thing in action. I mean, as soon as that thing comes on screen, I think I'm gonna lose my mind. Like, I just, this suit looks amazing. It's copied like right from the pages of the comic book, which I love. Okay? And then, I mean, you have some great shots with Superman. This shot especially with his eyes glowing was amazing. I love that. I had to pause that. The first, like, I don't want to say my first few times. My first few times, I mean, I have my reaction up. I got super hyped, but like my fourth and fifth time watching this, I had to pause this. And then I loved the line with when Batman's like, "Now you know what it means to be a man," and then Superman's like, "If I wanted it, you'd be dead already." Like, my only issue with this movie when they were making it was, okay, you have to either visually show it or have Superman specifically come out and say, "You know what, dude? If I wanted to kill you, I could kill you at any moment. The only reason we're having this fight is because I'm entertaining the idea." Like, honestly, I think that's what every Superman fan wanted. And then I do want to talk about, the whole dream sequence because I mean, a lot of people online have already said that they think these are parademons, which I agree I don't think they are. I think maybe Batman may have had a run-in with Darkseid because we know Darkseid is in this universe. I mean, they littered Man of Steel with Easter eggs. I mean, there's that neon sign when he's flying through the city of a company that Darkseid is linked to from the comics. So we know Darkseid is in this, and I think, and then again, it makes me wonder, what if this really isn't a dream sequence? What if it's one of those like Age of Ultron where, Tony saw the future? Maybe this is Batman seeing what could happen. Like maybe I don't know, maybe something happens. He could be seeing into the future where it's like, Superman comes under Darkseid's control, and maybe that's another big reason why Batman is going after Superman, because he's like, you know what, dude, the you may be a good person now, but if the time ever came where you turned bad, I have to know if I can stop you. So maybe that's Batman's whole motive in this fight. Because maybe even Batman knows, hey, I know this dude's not going to kill me, but I have to see if I have what it takes in me to stop this dude. Then the trailer turned heel. I will say I'm hyped for this movie, okay? I'm beyond hyped. The Comic-Con trailer was amazing. The first trailer I thought was amazing. I mean, in my honest opinion, the Comic Con trailer to me is one of the best trailers of this decade. Like, it's right up there with, in my opinion, the second Star Wars trailer and, the Dark Knight Rises trailer. Like, it's just an all-time great trailer. And I thought this was another one. I mean, Zack Snyder is known for making some bomb-ass trailers. But, holy shit, man. This motherfucker came on screen. Now, we all knew he was going to be in the movie. Anyone that didn't, well, you just lived under a rock. I mean, speculation has been abroad. Like the minute we saw Zod in the Comic Con trailer, it was pretty much a foregone conclusion that Doomsday or some creature known as Doomsday was gonna appear in the movie. Like we knew that something was gonna have to happen to bring Superman and Batman together. With that in mind, why would you show it to us? Let us experience it in the movie. I feel like I'm I feel like I'm dealing with Amazing Spider-Man 2 all over again. Like it makes no sense to show this. It doesn't. Your trailers are fucking accumulating views at a phenomenal rate. The only movie that is outpacing this as far as YouTube views is Star Wars. That's damn good company if you ask me. And you like why? I don't understand who was behind this. I mean, I've heard some people speculate, hey, maybe, maybe this isn't the end of the movie. Maybe it's like the middle. Well, shit, if it's the middle, what the fuck's gonna be in the end? The whole movie is Batman v Superman. Like, I understand, you're trying to show us the money shots. You're trying to show us, hey, don't worry, like, your superheroes are gonna come together. Like, believe me, give us a little credit, WB. We're not idiots. We knew they were gonna come together. Now, maybe this trailer didn't ruin the whole movie. If it didn't, I'll gladly eat my words. But seriously, this is something that you didn't need to release. Like, it's kind of like why couldn't they just follow Star Wars's model? You know, give us a few new scenes, but otherwise, you know people are sold on the movie. You know the movie's gonna sell. Like, if anything, this dampened my hype and expectations for the movie. And I know a lot of people have complained about the way Doomsday looks. It's, I'll admit, dude looks fucking dumb. But I fully expect him to evolve and change as the movie goes on. But it's like, come on, man, we already knew Lex Luthor was in the movie. If people didn't know Doomsday was in the movie, you just spoiled that for them. Like, like, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, whoever thought this was a good idea should be fired. Because honestly, there was no need to show him in this movie. You didn't need to show us Batman and Superman being like, and again, this trailer was so weird. The first, like, I guess, minute and a half or minute and 20, whatever, was amazing. You get the iconic shots of the bat suit. You get iconic shots of Superman. You know they're fighting. You know Batman is throwing his entire arsenal at Superman. You see glimpses of it. You're like, oh my god, I wonder how this is gonna unfold. I wonder how this is gonna unfold. At the beginning of the trailer, you have Batman and Superman pretty much throwing jabs at each other right in front of you. Right face to face. And then it's like all of a sudden, and the bad part is I'm watching the trailer and I'm thinking, holy shit, they hit another home run. Like this is an amazing trailer. And then I knew it, like the scene was happening, and I'm like, please God, don't. Like, don't, don't show me this. Don't do it. I know there's another big bad in the movie. I know it, but don't show it. And what do? They revealed it. I mean, I could rant about this all day. Like, honestly, I've tried to watch this trailer again, and as soon as it gets to this part, I stop watching it. And the bad part is, it's like, in my reaction, like, I love the Wonder Woman scene. I love it. And my first time seeing it, yeah, I was hyped to see all this stuff, but then reality sets in, and it's like, damn, motherfucker, like, you just showed me the whole movie. I mean, if you did it, great, but come on, man. It's kind of like what Paramount did with Terminator. Why? 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 And the crazy thing is, WB had to have seen the backlash Paramount got for showing that trailer where they're like, oh, John Connor's actually a robot. Like, I don't know. Anyway, back to some good of the trailer. Wonder Woman steals the show like always. I honestly think her, in my opinion, the Batman v Superman fight is gonna be the thing that I think brings everyone back. I feel that the Doomsday fight is going to be your typical run-of-the-mill slugfest. Wonder Woman will throw her shots, Superman will throw his shots, Batman will just run around, looking badass, jumping through windows. But I do think the Batman v Superman fight is going to steal the show. But as far as individual characters, I think Wonder Woman, she's going to run away with it. That'll be I think she'll be the character that everyone's going to talk about in the same way that people talked about the Hulk after the first Avengers. Like she's just going to have those scenes where you're like, "Oh my goodness. I could watch these scenes 24/7," you know. Um and then I mean, they gave us the money shot, which again, I understand like this shot I feel is really going to sell the movie for people who maybe weren't sold on it, which and I guess it's a two-edged sword because I did just complain about them, revealing Doomsday and the whole, hey, they're back to being friends or whatever. But oh man, like, and the thing is, this is a really great shot, and I would have loved to have seen this shot for the first time on the big screen. But I'm sitting here watching it on my computer, my TV. So it's like, I don't know, they really misstepped with the end half of this trailer. Like, I feel that and you look at it, BVS, it's trending on Twitter. I think it'll be trending for probably the next 10 hours. That's just, this movie is a lightning rod. Good or bad, people are going to talk about it. People are going to defend it. People are going to bash it. But I feel that WB, they just, or whoever cut this trailer, WB hired someone to cut this trailer. Maybe Zack Snyder did it himself, but I've never known Zack Snyder to cut such a bad trailer. Like the first part of the trailer, I'm like, okay, hey, this typical Zack Snyder, getting us hyped. Then the fucking last 30 seconds, and it's crazy because the Civil War trailer to me, and like I said, the Comic Con trailer, the BVS trailer, or the teaser, miles above anything Civil War has shown me. But I have to say, because of the last 20 seconds of both trailers, I would have to give the edge to the Civil War trailer. Like, the final 20 seconds of the Civil War trailer had moments where I'm like, oh man, dude, I'm seeing this opening weekend. This movie, this final 20 seconds, I'm like, well, shit, dude. I mean, do I really need to pay to see the movie now? I mean, I'm going to. I mean, I'm going to see it the week early, and then as soon as tickets go on sale, I'm going to buy them. But like, come on, man. You didn't need to show us all this. There was no need to. So, overall, I'll say it was an okay trailer. In my opinion, it's one of probably the worst DC trailers I've ever seen. And that's not a bad thing. Like, and that's because I say this, like, don't get me wrong, Green Lantern, horrible trailer. Okay, let me take this back. DC trailers I've personally watched that I can remember are the Dark Knight trailers, Man of Steel trailers. Those are what I consider. All those, Batman Begins, Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises, all three of those movies, phenomenal trailers. Batman Begins first couple trailers were a little stupid though with Nickelback, but that's kind of where this is sitting for me. Because the first half of this trailer is so good, but then the final like 20 seconds, you're just like, why are you showing me this? Like, yeah, when I first saw it, I was hyped, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, that there was just no need to show all that. So, all right, guys, hope you like the video. If you do, thumbs up and subscribe. Let me know what you think I can do to make it better. I'm hopefully gonna get a mic sometime this week, so I don't have to use this piece of shit. But hey, thanks for watching, and let me know what you guys thought of the trailer in the comments.